Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Son of a Gun. I hope you all are doing fine. Let me begin this video by introducing a very notorious personality in old bullet circle. His name is Jimmy Varanasi, who is a native of Kannur in Kerala and resides in Varanasi, UP. This fellow offers to provide vintage bullet motorcycles at cheap price from UP and accepts money from potential buyers, especially from Kerala and other South Indian states. Once the payment has been made, you could forget about your money and the prospective bullet as you are not gonna get either. So guys, kindly keep away from this guy and other ghost dealers like him and save your well-earned money for something good. Me too had a very similar experience from a guy in Ernakulam, Kerala who wears a very friendly smile. As I have fortunately got my money back, I'm not gonna expose him here, but let me get one thing straight. Never pay advance for such deals, especially to strangers and online personalities. Always approach directly and make payments only after getting possession of the commodity physically. Now, let's proceed to today's video. Before presenting this beauty as a part of our ongoing Finding the Perfect G2 series, let me reassure each and every one of you with regard to the new developments in the scrappage policy. No one is gonna forcefully take away your valuable machines in the name of the policy unless and until they are in hopeless condition. If you can clear the automated fitness tests, which aren't gonna be that difficult, you could keep any old bullet immaterial of the fact that it's vintage or not. I'll be making a detailed video of this soon enough. Coming back to the video, we have got a very special vintage machine in this episode and it's the first spring frame to get featured in our channel. The protagonist is a 1956 model Old Madras G2 which looks fabulous and rides equally well. The proud owners of this jewel are Mr. Paul from Palakkad in Kerala and his son Jerin, who had volunteered to feature himself in this video. So let's begin. There are two things that would immediately come to everybody's mind upon first glance. One is the absence of Mag Dyno and the shorter clutch assembly, and second is the peculiar headlight mount which is replicated quite often these days thanks to spare parts from Delhi. But that doesn't make this machine any less attractive if you ask me. There is that vintage grace conspicuously present, aided by the unique aesthetic. Talking about Mag Dyno, well, I really don't feel that the technology is user-friendly and convenient, especially in regions with a lot of rain and moisture. Not everyone is keen on keeping their vintage bullets as showpiece. Me, for instance, would like to ride these beasts rather than keeping them idle. Talking about original vintage spares, there is no shortage either. We could see a Smith's double reading mile meter, original handlebar, original mudguards, tank with short collar, original wheel monogram, Royal Enfield India rubber pad, Cindus tank cap, etc. The spring frame, which used to come for a short period between 1955 and 1956, is a one-of-a-kind revelation. The ride comfort is extremely satisfying when compared to a U-frame. The Redditch hallmark up front testifies the authenticity of the frame, and it's really rare to find one in our country these days. The Royal Enfield engraved timing cover, Dunlop rims, the small front fork, Sindus oil dip, original gearbox with markings, original flat neutral finder with pattern number are the other components to watch out for. Kindly post your opinions about the looks of this machine in the comment section. Now let's get her rolling, shall we? So guys, with that we have come to the end of this episode. I hope you all have enjoyed it. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that already. Thanks for watching Son of a Gun.